just get a little bit closer. All right. There we go. My stream is live now. Let me make sure. Okay. Oh, hi. Hey everyone, it's me, Nightlord131, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing really great today on this Thursday evening. Let me just go take care of something quick. All right. Can I cook these? No, I can't. Okay. Alright, let's see. Today we're going to continue what we were doing previously. And, yeah, we're just gonna be working on all that kind of stuff today. Hope all of you are doing really great, and I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. So, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well. And, let's see. What am I going to be doing? That fell. I'm going to be, streaming tomorrow. It might be Minecraft tonight. Well, no, not tonight, excuse me. It might be Minecraft, tomorrow. Or we might play some other, like a simulator game. So, yeah. We did, how do you say? I'll show you guys what we have accomplished. First off, we did fill this in with sand. And we have this giant body of water in the process of being built. And it's looking really nice if I will have to say myself. Ooh. Which reminds me I need to get some water. Let me get some water. The only way for this project to be very successful, we need some water. So let's just go get some water. Let's use this. Perfect. Okay. Do any of you guys have plans for Memorial Day weekend? Oop. Again, I'm just going to like spend time with my family and go up to Winnipeg. We're gonna have a grand time. Gonna have a super time in actually. Alright. Okay. Fortunately, we have a lot of bread for food and such. But, yippers. Okay. Let's go. There will be, like, how do you say? I'm trying to think. Oh! Here's a zombie. Well, two of them, actually. By the way, the Ancient Gods DLC I finished was super fun. I did give some of my thoughts. I did give some of my thoughts that were a little bit negative of the game. Okay. So, yeah. But beyond that, no, it was good. It was good. It was challenging, don't get me wrong. Super challenging, but we did finish that game. It was really good. So, yeah. All right. The water is so clear that it's kind of hard to actually see the how do you say, to see if there's any like mess ups. So, you know, that's my one thing I'll have to say about this water being so clear. It makes it kind of hard to actually see. That's all. That's okay. All right. Have any of you guys watched any recent movie, or any film in that matter that you've been enjoying lately? I recently watched the 2000. Well, I watched the how do you say, the Wolfman movie from last year, and I did enjoy it. There was like some things I wish that they did a bit differently, but no, it was a good movie. Not great movie, just good. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Wolfman has been kind of on my mind lately, and yeah, no, honestly, like it's really good. If any of you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a good movie. I really like Larry Calvert in that, like in the original. He's, you know, it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard for him in that film because people thought he was just crazy. What? Wait a minute. Okay, there's... It's so... Wait. Can't even see it. No, that doesn't do anything. Here, just give me a sec, guys. Okay, now it's gone. Now it's gone. Alright. You barely even noticed that there, like, that there was like a, how do you say, a little air pocket like this. Alright. Alright, let's grab that. I'm gonna put this over here. The rain so... Ah, crap. Alright. No issue. I don't see any Oh, yep, I see it. I see it. There we go. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Here, let's just leave some more of these. Just so that when we actually get there, it'll be marvelous. For when this is all complete. Let's see. Let me think. We might go to a museum up in Winnipeg, and it's called the Natural History Museum of Manitoba, which will be really cool. And you know, how do you say this? Like the natural, when it comes to like Manitoba as a province of Canada, actually, um, it's known for many lakes. It has like hundreds, if not thousands of lakes. And it's pretty cool, pretty cool. A lot of freshwater lakes. And, yeah. We won't be able to go to, like, Lake Winnipeg, but I would love to go Lake Winnipeg personally. Yeah. Would love to do that. Alright. Wait a minute. No, there isn't. Okay. You know, I'm going to be really honest with you. Maybe it's just me. There's probably some people who find it really cool. But you know, when you ever go underwater and then you look up and you just see like the, how do you say, the surface of like the water. I don't know if it sounds really weird, but I like when I go into a pool or any like body of water where I can go swim in and look up. I find that super gnarly. Like imagine being a fish and then like you just look up and then you see like in their world the sky is like always shifting, and it's like something that you would see out of like a sci-fi movie or something. That's what I think is pretty cool when it comes to like bodies of water or just like anything like that. You look up and then like you see the sky moving and shifting in a certain way. I don't know, I've always found something like that interesting. Like imagine like if like our sky was actually like that. Again, that's just me. There's probably some of you that may not really understand what I'm trying to say, but that's okay. That's completely fine. Alright, let's see how much we've got to complete. We need to take care of more. Tonight, like, this is what we're mainly going to be working on. So, I hope you guys are in for a long one, because this will be quite long. Not extremely long, because at the rate I'm going, we're going to be, like, done with this, well, like, half of the project, and then, like, the rest we will be, like, you know, filling this up too. Or do you actually think I should, like, here's a question for you guys. Should I, like, fill it halfway and have, like, this will be, like, a little beach area and have, like, fish and whatnot swim in this? Or what do you think? What do you guys think? I'm genuinely curious. Or do you think I should fill it completely up? The area. Uh-oh. Alright. I'm also probably gonna do like some like small lighting, like not in this area, but like the surrounding area. I've been seeing more monsters lately, and I just need to curve that so that there isn't any more creatures. That's the plan. All right, let's go get some lights. We need some lights actually. But yeah, look at this place. It looks amazing. You know what? I'm probably just going to, like, fill this in completely. I think I'll do that. Like, we're going to do something like this, but make that into this. And you know, maybe I might actually, like, connect this little pool with the rest of this, just so that these fish can have like more area, if you know what I mean. I'll think I'll do that actually. You guys can hear me. Awesome. Perfect. Let's go make some torches, and we'll especially go down there and light it up, because all those creatures, man, they were not a welcomed addition. I'll just say that. But anywho, yeah, no, Winnipeg is going to be really fun. I actually found this pretty cool little, well, there's a couple shops, but there's this one shop up in Winnipeg I'm planning to go visit, and it is a action figure shop with all these different like older stuff, and I'm planning to get a how do you say, at least like at least get something. I want to get like another NECA thing. But yeah, that'll be my plan when I go to that shop. So, what do you guys collect? I like to hear what people collect, and well, if any of you guys collect figures or anything, what do you collect when it comes to that? All right. Okay. There we go. I'll take the dirt. Now let's go and grab some water. Because that is what we need to do. What's also pretty cool, guys, actually, is that I don't work on on Fridays for the summer, actually, so I can stream a lot more, which I'm very happy about. So, yeah. I might make my thing, I'll stream on both Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And also on Mondays, depending on how I feel on that day, you know? Whatever I think will be best. You know what I mean? I'll probably do that. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just get rid of that. There we go. I wasn't going to do anything else with those ender pearls. It's best to get rid of them at that time. Just to make extra room. So. Yeah. When it comes to like finding NECA figures in the wild, like I want to find the Pale Man. The Pale Man from how do you say? From Pan's Labyrinth, which by the way, if any of you guys haven't watched that movie, you should. It's a great movie. It's a dark fantasy about, well, kind of to like set the mood, kind of like give you guys like an idea of what that movie is about. It's about a young girl named Ophelia, and this at the how do you say, in this period of time, Spain in the 30s is having a horrendous civil war, and that's actually based on actual history. Spain in the 1930s, especially during like the later 30s, was at war. It had like a civil war. But anywho, how do you say? What comes next? Oh yeah, she's really interested in fairy tales, and she learns from a faun that she's actually a princess who is I'm trying to think, who needs to like do all these different challenges in order to like be recognized as a princess, well, so that she can return back to the underground world where her actual parents are. And meanwhile, like, the film makes it so that you don't know if it's actually reality or like a coping mechanism for her. But no, it's a great movie. And the Pale Man, actually, in the film, he's kind of a... he is a tenome, actually. And a tenome comes from a Japanese mythology. And it's a creature that has... how do you say? It has eyes on its hands. And it actually does this to like look around, and it's pretty freaky creature. And like in the film, spoiler alert, the Pale Man starts, how do you say this? Ophelia takes some grapes from the table that where the Pale Man was sitting in the film. She did not have dinner because she had disobeyed her father, well, stepfather. And she takes a grape, eats it, and the fairies that are near her are like, oh, don't do it. And then like she does it, and then one of the fairies gets eaten eaten alive, actually, by the pale man, and then starts chasing her, in the space where he resides. The only way out is to draw a door in the wall. Draw a door in the wall so you can escape. But anywho, like, the chalk started to break, like when she would like run to, like, draw the door. And the creature is like very slow walking, like very sickly. It sees her and it tries to like grab her, but eventually she gets through at the last second. So, yeah. It's a good movie. It's all in Spanish. And, there's some people out there who will say, oh, I want it to be in my language, like English. And then there's some people who will not watch a piece of media because it is in a different language other than, English. And to be honest with you, I don't really care. You can actually just read the subtitles, or you can have someone else read it to you. But, if you have like reading difficulty, which back then I used to, like, it was kind of like difficult for me to like read things on the screen, especially like when I was much younger. And like one of my family members would, read it out to me so I could like understand and everything. And, like I'm very happy about it. I'm very appreciative because, I would have been those kind of people if I did not have like, someone who, did that for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all, that's what it is, really. Anywho, let me think. What else? I'm trying to think. When it comes to anime too, that's another great one. Like, I try to find like the dubbed version of like a anime when I watch an anime, and if they don't have like a dubbed one, then I will just go for the subtitled. And like, yeah, I don't know, it's interesting to like hear the actual like language of like, for like anime in Japanese, to actually like hear it. But like some people will just listen to like the English version of like an anime or whatever, and like they hear the English version, like they hear like the translated version of that language, well, what the person is saying. You're like, oh yeah, that's Goku's voice, or that is one of the characters from Attack on Titan or anything else. But when you actually play the it in its original language, your mind kind of says, oh, that's what he sounds like, actually. In its actual, like, original, what it actually sounds like, before there was dubbing. It's interesting. I'll just put it to you guys like that. Alright, let's go actually take a small break from this and go light up the area, shall we? Alright, let's go do it. Alright, let's use this first. Ooh! Come on. Okay. Good. What on earth did that to me? Hmm. Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. Oh. There we go. Ooh, okay. If we light up this area, we'll be pretty good. In terms of, like, creatures spawning and all that other jazz, you know. What on earth? Haha. Let's see. Let's see how many zombies I can kill tonight. Alright. Let's eat. Perfect. But anywho. Okay. Let me just light this up. This is looking much better, actually. Ooh. Oh well. You win some, you lose some sometimes. I was gonna collect all that gunpowder. I used to not think much about gunpowder, but it's actually a really good resource in Minecraft. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good, good, good. There he goes. Woo! Alright, let's go over here. And let's light this up, too. This will be... Oh my gosh! Not another one. There we go. All right. There we go. Take out that guy. Oh no. By the way, if you want to see my adventure in Winnipeg, you can always follow me on Instagram, and you know, you can see like the pictures and all that fun stuff over there on that platform. So if you don't follow me over there, you can go follow me, and I would appreciate it. All right, we're almost there. Oh my God. That was terrible. Never letting that happen again. Jeez Louise. Okay. Let's go. Almost there. But anywho, I'm trying to think. What else? Oh, this will probably come out after the stream, immediately after. This will come out to YouTube. So, yeah. In case you need to go do something or whatever, this stream will be uploaded over there to YouTube, which, by the way, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. I would appreciate it. And also search me up on the YouTube, like, search. I hear that does a real, it does, like, a good job. It helps you boost in, like, the algorithm over there. If you would, I would appreciate it. All right. All right, let's see what else I can light up. We're going to light up a little bit over here. Like, I want to make sure that this place is not a monster, like a giant monster ground. I want it to be so I can walk through here safely without, like, you know, being monster chow. Okay. Whoa, okay. Here. Let's look at this area. Wow. It's incredible. Okay. Living on the edge, right, chicken? Alright. No! Oh! Okay, there we go. Ooh. I would not want to be them. Alright. Oh! Maybe I will be like them. Okay. Hi, guys. How is your stay down here in the underground hell, I guess? I don't know. Alright. There's only one way out. Death by fire. All right, let's go. Let's continue. All right. We'll do more lighting a little bit later. But I think we've done like a good job. We've done a good job at making this place like lit up. Also, we might work on like something over there. We'll see. All right. Let me put this over here. Grab that. All right. Now I can actually see a little bit better. There we go. Alright. Oh boy, I need to just stretch a little bit. Alright, let's see. You know, I decided maybe like how do you say? Sometime later in June, I might decide to get my chest tattoo after. Like maybe like in the middle of June. Just depending. Just depending. Look how nice and swimmable this water is. I love that, actually. You know, how do you say, the water of the Maldives, it reminds me of that, actually. Have any of you guys looked at like videos or like pictures of the Maldives? It looks beautiful. Just gorgeous area. I would love to like go swim in that water. Like some of the water is shallow and like see-through, and like also like there's some parts of that water that is like just like drop dead gorgeous. Beautiful blue water. That's what I would love to do. And you see how beautiful it looks too? Jeez. Oh, excuse me. Wait, what can I do with tropical fish? If any of you guys have like an idea. Ah, there we go. There we go. Under the sea. Under the sea. Dun, 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 dun. Something is wetter. Take it from me. All that stuff's fun. Okay, let me grab this. Let's go light up more. The more we light up, the more this will be safe area. More safe area for potential expansion. Ooh, yeah. Right, let's mess with this guy. There we go. Let's just change this. All right. We're almost done, guys. And then we'll head back and take care of the rest. Ooh. There we go. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oop. Let's just use this to light up this area. Okay, we're almost there. All right. After we light up the bottom over here, then we'll go on and finish the rest of that project. Well, at least like the first part of the project. So, okay. There we go. Ooh, there's some zombies over here. Here we go. Take them down. Awesome. All right. So next time we come through here, no more monsters for the most part. Oh! Didn't say all of them. Ooh! Alright, let's go. Yeah. Still work in progress. Okay, let's go. Let's see. I think. You know, actually, when it comes to, like, I was just thinking about the NECA figures again. Honestly, like, I was just thinking about it. And I was just thinking about how, like, there's, like, what I'm planning on getting for, like, the future when it comes to, like, figures. I'm planning on getting the Kessler Wolf, which will be really sick. And, like, if you've ever seen, like, the figure itself, it's huge. By the way, the Kessler... Oh, sorry. The Kessler wolf is the werewolf in An American Werewolf in London, which is a fantastic comedy slash horror movie. It's a good movie. You can actually watch it for free on Tubi, which, hey, God love Tubi. Tubi is like the best streaming service, if I'm going to be honest with you. It's free, for one. And also, what else? Just saw a friend text me. I'll respond to him in a little bit. Yeah, it also has like a lot of different films. Some also like older releases, and some films that you probably haven't seen in a long time. It has like those kinds of movies and a bunch of great ones. So, yeah. Also, I'm planning on getting the rest of the Universal monsters. I only have 3, and that's Phantom of the Opera, Dracula, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. But I'm planning on getting the rest of them. The Wolfman, Frankenstein. Welcome to the stream, Wilderness Lad. Ooh, let me take care of that. There we go. Took care of him. Welcome to the stream. I'm also planning on getting the rest of them. Frankenstein, the Mummy, all that good stuff. And then that part of the collection will be done. How are you doing tonight, Wilderness Lad? How's things been treating you? Alright. Okay, let me do that. I see, man. I see. It's good to have you in here. I hope you're doing great, and I also hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. Alright. Alright. Perfect. I just needed to get a good old stretch in there. This still needs some work, but we're almost there. We're almost there. There we go. Okay. Well, what else? What else? But yeah, I'm gonna try to get some cool ones while I'm up there, and yeah. I was thinking that when my Bruce the Shark comes in, I was gonna put him like right over there, but you know what? I actually might put Bruce right here on my right next to me. Actually, it's the game of Jaws. Actually, it came around in the like the same year that Jaws came out. Actually, it's called the Game of Jaws, and yeah, I wish that NECA made it like an actual like ultimate figure, but you know, whatever. It is cool that we're finally getting one after all these years. I also am thinking about getting like Jason, like all the different Jasons and Freddy Kruegers and all those other variants. But we'll see. We'll see. I did find a Pennywise from 1990 version, and it looks fantastic. I'll show you guys when it comes. I also got an American Werewolf from an American Werewolf in London Nightmare Demon thing, and it looks super sick. I'll show you guys when it does come in too. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right, we're almost there. Let's see, what else? Oh, on Friday, tomorrow, I am going to be streaming a lot earlier. And that will be pretty fun. I'm probably going to stream about... Hell, let's make it something like 6:20 Central Standard Time, just so that, like, you know, whatever I'm gonna do tomorrow, either this or play some other game, I can get in some more hours and just chill and hang out with you guys, you know. Probably after the stream here, I'm probably just going to go, you know, do some packing, light packing. Just gonna wear like a t-shirt, like one of these ones, like Dying Fetus here, and Gate Creeper, and all that other good stuff. And obviously, too, some like non-t-shirt stuff. Especially when it comes to like going to like the museum. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm super excited. I'm also going to be getting this like it was like at a gas station, and surprisingly when it came to like gas station stuff, they had some like really actually some good like options. They had like this really tasty curry, which gas station curry. I'll see what curry it is exactly, but man, it's delicious. I love curry. I need to like, you know, explore. There's more different kinds of curries out there. But like, man, it's delicious. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And again, I will take pictures so that you guys can look at them and all that fun stuff. The museum. Also, what else? Ooh, there's also like a pretty cool baseball field thing, and I would like to go and like go to a baseball game. To be honest with you, I'm not a sports person at all, really. But honestly, like, if I was to be invited or, like anything like that, I'm not going to pass that out. Well, I'm not going to like say nah. Because honestly, this is how I kind of view it. As long as I get to have fun with you, hang out. Well, I'm just saying in general, right? For friends, family, just like going out and being somewhere with someone. I don't care if it's like a class on like to make pottery or whatever. as long as I'm spending time with that person, I'm having the best time in the world. You know what I mean? That's how I like to treat things. So even when it comes to things like sports, I will go. I would go and have like a fun time. And also I do like with sports that it does bring people together. Like, I don't know, it like people like from like a community can come together and be like, yeah, we root for this team. Go Seahawks or go Florida Dolphins or whatever. Like, I don't know. I think that's a very beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And when it comes to like sporting events, that's how I like to see them. Just another way of like getting people who normally don't get together to actually like, you know, have like a sense of community. When I feel that like community has been kind of like demonized in some capacity. Like everything it seems is always has to be like through a screen or whatever. But like when it comes to like social wise, health wise, I do think it's important to like maintain like real spaces where real people go and hang out with each other. You know what I mean? There's like a level of convenience that some people will say, "Oh, I can just like not go to the movie theater or whatever and just like watch my things at home." But, you know, sometimes you just need to go out and like interact with people. You will meet people that are not always nice to you or weird situations, but that's just living, you know? That's what I would say. That's how I used to, like when I went to my first concert, I did not know how to like interact or anything, and it forced me to be more open, to like chill with people, and that's like why I'm eternally grateful for like going to like concerts, and especially like more underground stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I would say. Right. I'm gonna go get some water. Hydrate. There we go. Alright. Right. Almost there. Well, halfway there, actually. But anywho. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna see the Digital Circus final episode. I think early June, and I won't have like work on that day, and it'll be super fun. Like it will show like episode 7 and episode 8, and it's gonna be really cool. I can't wait. You know, I used to be not really into the amazing Digital Circus, but then like I started getting hooked on it, and it's actually really sick. And I can't wait till like to see episode 8, which will be the finale. I think it's the series finale, which you know, that's kind of sad, but I don't know. I hope there's a season 2. But honestly, at the pace that where the story is going, I don't see a season 2 happening. You know, like honestly, like there's some things that, you know, deserve continuations. But then there's like other stuff where you're like, "Oh, you know what? It's a perfect beginning, middle, and end. Nothing else beyond that." Like, to be honest with you, let's take the Jaws movies, for example. The original Jaws was like a perfect movie in that, like, it was a there was a problem, a solution, and then an ending. Perfect movie. But then they started to, like, stretch it out more and more to the point where you got an embarrassing movie like Jaws: The Revenge, and that movie was straight up ridiculous. A melodrama with a shark who has a telepathic connection with a woman when nothing like that ever happened. Not in the original Jaws or even Jaws 2. Or hell, even Jaws 3. But, yeah. Sometimes when there's a good story, you just need to shut that door. But then there's, like, some other times where, like, a continuation definitely adds more to, like, the original. Like, let's just take, like, Star Wars, for example. The original Star Wars, absolutely great movie. But when you got, like, The Empire Strikes Back, that also was a major, fantastic movie. And then not Jaws. Star Wars Episode 6 came out, and, like, that kind of was a Debbie Downer for the Star Wars, like, fandom and universe. But now people have been like, you know what, it's not as bad as people say it is. And it's like, yeah, Star Wars needed more other films to, like, make the Star Wars universe even larger. That's what I would say. I don't know if well, actually, let me think. What movies or, like, things out there that you think should have just had 1, 2, or even 3 movies and then that's it? In your personal opinion, guys. Alright. Like, for example, I know a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, hate Jason Goes to Hell. No, Jason Goes to Space. That's the name of that movie. Like, that's a really great example. And then there's, like, oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think. What's that other movie? Let me think. A Nightmare on Elm Street from 2009, I believe. That movie was also not great, too. An unnecessary film to add. Not sure. Sometimes there's some people that will change their mind on, like, insert movie. Like, honestly, like, I really enjoyed Prometheus, actually. And also, to some extent, Alien Covenant. Which, honestly, like, I really liked in Prometheus how there was, like, incorporating, like, mythology. And, like, having that as, like, how do you say? Incorporating mythology into that film while also, like, adding more to the alien universe with, like, the introduction of, like, the engineers, which is really interesting. It does kind of take away, like, the idea of, like, taking away the how do you say, like, the mystery away from the xenomorph. But I don't know. I have heard some people that are coming more around to, like, Prometheus and Alien Covenant to an extent. I've also, like, I haven't heard any negative press about Alien Romulus, which honestly, by the way, I was like, oh my gosh, when they had like, in some capacity, referenced Prometheus in that movie, which does confirm that Prometheus and Alien Covenant still happened within the like Alien universe, but the timeline is kind of a little bit funky right now. And honestly, like Alien Earth, another great. Well, actually, some people like really dislike the show. Honestly, up until like the last episode, I was enjoying it. I was thinking it was a really great show, actually. The ending I didn't really necessarily care for, but you know, it looked like the cast was like, how do you say? It looks like the cast were having fun, and like honestly, like again, I think it was just a great show. And you know, probably kind of like similar to like how people I say looked at like Prometheus and like Alien Romulus, how no, excuse me, Prometheus, Alien Covenant, kind of like how those people have now kind of warmed up to like those two movies. I feel like the same is going to happen with Alien Earth. And especially when they like address like some of the issues when it comes to like Alien Earth, which by the way, it's renewed for a second season, which is super cool. I also really would love to see like another Predator movie, which honestly, like, I'm trying to remember. Predator Badlands did also pretty good, and I can't wait until we get like a sequel or anything like that. Honestly, like when it comes to like movies that kind of like went off and did like a bad direction, I thought the first two were great, but I really enjoyed the Species films from like from the 90s and then like early 2000s. Like I enjoyed that. Hello, hi, welcome, hola. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing great tonight. Prussian Mummy 18. Hope you're doing great today, man. Alright. Let me think. You know, when was the last time there was like a Terminator movie? I think it was 2019. Yeah. That was the last time we got like a Terminator movie, actually. The first Terminator and the second one, everyone loves. Everyone agrees that is a great, thing indeed. Just give me a sec. Yeah, I'm doing. First week of school was pretty dumb. Made into a 20. Oh, I see. Well, it's how you say. Well, it's good to have you in the stream. I hope things are going well with you, and I hope you also have a great Memorial Day weekend. So, yeah. There we go. I'm actually going to Canada, actually, on Saturday. Early Saturday morning. Which will be really fun. We're going to have a great time. I think on Memorial Day weekend, I'm probably gonna rewatch all the episodes of Band of Brothers. Oh, that's cool. Nice, man. I haven't watched that, but it sounds cool. I actually, what was I gonna say? There's this one show that I had just got on my radar lately, and it's a reality show, and it's called. I don't really watch reality TV, but it's called Farmer Wants a Wife, and like I don't know, it's interesting. There's at least like 4 seasons. Oh, it's really good. The Pacific 2. Pacific. Cool, cool. What streaming platform is it on? But yeah, no, I don't know. It's a funny little show. Farmer Wants a Wife. Funny little show. Alright. I originally heard about it through a Chad video, actually. And, like, when I watched, like, the first episode, it got me giggling a little bit, just because of, like, how the people were acting on it. On the, well, in the show. Oh. Give me a sec. I think they still have it on Netflix. I watched The Pacific and finished it all on Netflix. Oh, okay. Like The Sopranos? Ooh, okay, okay. Cool. Alright, let me check. Ooh, okay, that looks beautiful. Nice, nice. Honestly, I watched The Sopranos, and, like, you know, it's a good show in some capacity, but and I never really got into it. But if you like The Sopranos, good on you. That's excellent. When it comes to, like, HBO, like TV shows and, well, just strictly TV shows for right now, HBO got some really good stuff. Have you watched? No, I don't think I have, but I'll look it up after the stream, in case it's, like, on my watch list or something. When it comes to, like, HBO shows, I thought the Spawn animated series was super sick. Really good one. I meant, have you ate Baba Ganoush? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Have I watched Baba Ganoush? No. No. I think I have. I'm not too sure. I'll have to look at a picture at it. Well, a picture of it so I can, you know, so I can confirm if I have or not. I can't really think about, like, what a certain food looks like right now. Speaking of food, I'm actually, while I'm on my way, elephant dip. It's really good. Great sausage. Okay, cool, cool. While I'm on my way up to Winnipeg, I'm actually going to, like, get this really tasty curry, actually, that like, it's a gas station a curry, and it's, like, super good. Super good. I love like that curry. Normally I don't eat things like curry, but like that curry kind of opened my eyes to like the to that food, and I'm like, oh, it's super super cool. Really tasty. Yeah. But so far, this is how far we are into the project. We're gonna try to fill this part up maybe tomorrow. If not, I might play some other game like Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, which is a fun game. But anywho, let me think. What else? What else? What else has everyone? Oh, okay. That's a big wall of text. Just give me a sec. Next time I'll probably get chicken. Maybe next. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have more money than usual, but. Really? Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Well, again, I do hope you have a great Memorial Day. I'm gonna be getting what's that? Fish and chips while I'm up in Winnipeg, and that'll be really delicious. I believe they do get the cod from what's I'm trying to remember. What's the name of it? The name of it is the Hudson Bay. They actually, I think they get fish from the Hudson Bay that is like really delicious actually. Yeah. I don't know. I might get a pizza up there too. Oh. Ooh, okay. You have water in your ear? Oh gosh. That sucks, man. Hope you get it out. Honestly, like, that's the worst feeling, honestly. I'm trying to think. When it comes to, like, the worst things, when it comes to, like, the ear, it's that having water in your ear sucks. Also, when you go to like a concert, like a death metal or like any other like concert like that, and you're like directly close to like how do you say the to the speaker, it's a terrible feeling. I haven't gotten the feeling for many years actually, but definitely don't want to get swimmer's ear. Yeah. Well, you know, honestly, like, how do you say this? A swimmer ear and like your ear like getting blasted to death, like, and I couldn't hear for like at least like a day and a half after I went to like the latest like death metal show. Um, and also the worst one I would say by far is when I was coming back from Rome actually, and like I had this really, and I mean like terrible like how do you say this? You know when you fly and like the air pressure really starts hurting your ear? It's like terrible, terrible. That was like the worst one. I want to go to a concert, but I think my noise sensitivity won't allow it. Well, you know, honestly, like you kind of have to like wear ear protection. I say that, and I don't wear ear protection. But that's just a fault of mine. But no, honestly, if you just get proper ear protection, I thought when I went to my very first show that I was gonna be like, oh, this is terrible. Like when it comes to like the like how loud it is. As long as you like stay away from the speaker and maybe you have like a ear protection that you can easily get at like oh, let me think, like a dollar store or even like over at a what's that called, like a Home Depot or whatever. I think then it would be okay. And also too, like depending on what type of concert you go to, like a pop one for example, you're not really gonna have that kind of thing. But if you go to like a hardcore death metal show or like anything else like that, then you'll be pretty fine. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be next month. I'm actually gonna go see the Reverend Horton Heat alongside the Surfing Jets, and their music is a lot more. It's not intense or anything. Like the Surfing Jets is literally like surf rock, and they have like a 1950s, 60s kind of like feel. It's pretty good. I'm mostly concerned about very loud cheers. My noise sensitive extends to that point. I understand. I get it. Well, honestly, like I don't know what I could really say to like something like that, but I think like I think like this is just how I kind of see it. The more you listen to something and get like used to like how like that thing sounds, the more you'll be the more able you'll interact with it without having it like affect you much. Obviously everyone's different, and like everyone takes things at like a certain pace, and that's completely fine. But that's what I would say to that. Like I watch like some like gun YouTube like sometimes, not really as much, but sometimes. But then like when I shot a gun for the very first time, like I was like, "Oh my gosh." But now like I've heard like some gunshots on like YouTube and also in person. For now it's like it doesn't really like shock me as much anymore. And the same goes for like if you listen to like grindcore, for example, like that genre of music, and it's like, ooh, it's something you have to get used to. That's what I would say. I don't know if that helps, but that's what I would say. Yeah. But yeah, no, I hope you're having a great day, man. It's always a pleasure having you in the stream. Oh, there we go. But yeah, the Reverend Horton Heat is going to be super fun. Going to be super, super fun. Okay, let me see this one. Oh, when I got my first gun, my hearing was blown for 2 hours. Yeah, and that's without ear protection. Crazy thing, I didn't listen to my PA when it comes to the ear protection. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Honestly, maybe this is just like a self-destructive thing. So don't do it. But like usually when it comes to like a music thing or something really really loud, I'm kind of like what's that word? I'm trying to remember it. what's that word? It's where like you like torturing yourself or like getting pain or something. I don't know. What's the name of that? I'm trying to remember. I'm basically that. I'm basically that, basically. But not really, actually. I think that is. I think it is. I think that is. I can't. But yeah, I can't wait for Reverend Horn Heat. They're going to be really cool. Oop. I saw Gate Creeper and like how do you say, Dying Remains and Eternal, and those bands were super sick live and super sick music too. I think Gate Creeper was like the more like intense out of them all. They were all great, but like that one, it was like loud, super loud. I'm trying to think like what's the most loudest thing I've ever heard when it comes to like music wise. I think the two like I'm mentioning grindcore bands when I bring these up, so just keep that in mind. If you've never heard grindcore before, it's like the most intense kind of music out there. It's usually like 35 seconds long. Like when it comes to like the length of a song, it like two bands I would recommend if you ever wanted to torture your ears or anything are Napalm Death, also Nails. Those are two like really intense ones. Really good ones too. And also Mortician. So actually I did get a manga. I haven't gotten the chance to read it yet, but it is a adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountain of Madness. Actually, it's a manga version of it. So everything from the original novella is now like in manga style. So it's like pretty cool. And it's produced by the same people at Dark Horse Comics, actually. That's what I would say. But how about you? Have you read anything lately? There are a couple books in my collection I still need to read sometime. Actually, ooh. Last book is Six Easy Pieces by Richard Fairman. Cool. Actually, let me see if I have some of these books. Some books that I am needing to sit down and read. Actually, let me see. I have a couple like stuff in my desk here, but just give me a sec. I do have it's a little collection of H.P. Lovecraft stories right here. Waking Up Screaming. That's a really fun one. Like some of the stories I've read in there are really good. Let's see. Hmm. Ooh, ooh. Okay, here's one. It's a biography, and it's called American Prometheus, about J. Robert Oppenheimer. Actually, like maybe while I'm in the car on Saturday morning, maybe I might actually read this. But I don't. I maybe it might. I don't know. I might because I don't really like when it comes to like reading in a vehicle or anything. It's kind of like difficult when, especially, it's in the car and it's like bumpy. So I don't know. Of American Prometheus, J. Robert Oppenheimer, the triumph and tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer. Actually, this is the book. This is the book that I need to like take some time to like read. But yes, like to hold up my phone when it comes to books and ones I have read. Here, let me just put this right here. Put those books right next to my little skull here. I oh, did you know that he was once yeah, he played a game of chess with Albert Einstein. I did know that Albert Einstein and Oppenheimer like were associates, but the one book I have right here is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I have read this, and it's a really good read. And then like there's all like the controversies with Neil Gaiman, which I won't get into because I don't want to talk about those kinds of things because there's a lot of stuff with that I don't really want to chat about just because of bad stuff. But no, it's a good book. Good book, really fun one. It if you haven't read like American Gods, in American Gods, it's about like the old gods versus the new gods. The old gods being different gods from around the world, from different mythologies and religions, and they are in the Americas, in North America, in the U.S., and they are actively waging a war against the new gods, which they are supposed to represent like modern things. Like you have Techno Boy, who's like the god of the internet. You have Miss Media, who is like the goddess of media. Media as in like TV, radio to some capacity, but mainly like visual stuff. And then you have Mr. World, who's like the god of the government. So, yeah, if you like how should I put this? When it comes to like how these gods get to the United States, a lot of it like the book will have like how do you say? It will have like immigrants, like they'll have like certain section where it'd be like, oh, this person came from here and brought their gods here. So like it incorporates like stories about like people coming to the United States and not just bringing themselves and their families, but bringing their gods with them. And also it will like how do you say? It also brings in like the idea that when like these people come to like the United States and they get rid of like their beliefs in these deities, that the deities that are given like physical forms, like you and I, like what do these gods do? Oh, one would maybe work at a gas station, or another one might be like a celebrity, or like it how do you say, it puts like all these different deities in different like scenarios, and how like they all like relate back to like their like how they came back to the how they came to the Americas, to like the United States. And also like the main character Shadow Moon is like the son of Odin, who is Mr. Wednesday actually. So yeah, that's American Gods. If you haven't read it, go and read it. If you like stuff like that, it's a fantasy book, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Very good, very good one. It was actually one of the first like books that I've read from Neil Gaiman specifically. Like when it comes to Neil Gaiman, um, let me think. The very first thing I've ever like encountered when it came to him and his work was Coraline. Actually, that is based off one of his books, which I have in my collection of books. Actually, I have a bunch of books downstairs. Uh, Maybe I'll show some of them in like a separate stream, and just like talk about like these certain books. Like I have Frankenstein. Like trying to give you like an idea of like what books I have downstairs. I have. Let me see. I have Frankenstein. I also have Dracula, since I'm gonna just list off some I have. To Kill a Mockingbird, I have The Invisible Man from H.G. Wells. I have several Stephen King books. And what else? Also, I have like several like mythology books on like mythology and religion. So, yeah. There is like a couple books that I want to add to my collection actually, that I've heard a lot about. And it's like, oh, I want to check this one out. This one book I want to really check out and read is a book called John Wayne and Jesus Christ. And it's an interesting like look into like how you say like Christianity, and how that's like meld into like the idea of the United States. It's pretty interesting from what I hear. American Gods sounds pretty interesting. I got the Invisible Man book for free from my neighborhood library a few years ago. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Awesome. I also have like Moby Dick as well. And what else? Is there anything else I can name that can be pretty cool? Well, everyone knows about The Great Gatsby. I have The Great Gatsby in book form. I really enjoyed The Great Gatsby, actually. What else? What else? Well, there's a ton. I have a ton of books downstairs in my collection. Let me think. Well, also I have like different comic books that have been turned into like small collections. So you know, if you enjoy comic books, like I have Infinity War, like the actual comic that is like the entire like Infinity War saga. I also have Dark Phoenix in that format too, but unfortunately, it is all in black and white, which you know that kind of sucks. Like it doesn't have like all the color, but you know that's unfortunate, but that's okay, you know. But yeah. Oh, I also have like several book format versions of The Sandman by Neil Gaiman as well. Again, I used to read a lot of Neil Gaiman. Whoa! All right. Now I'm kind of afraid to even mention the name like Neil Gaiman, just like how you say. The reason why I'm a little bit more okay talking about Lovecraft compared to like Neil Gaiman is because like how should I put this? I don't think I've ever really chat about. Well, I have brought up like H.P. Lovecraft because he is one of my favorite authors. And again, if you haven't read Lovecraft, you should. He's a really great, prolific author. But like to compare Lovecraft to Neil Gaiman, like obviously Neil is like still alive, and like those controversies are like still prominent, and like that's why some of his stuff hasn't been adapted into film. Like there's some stuff that like continued on, like his work with Terry Pratchett for Good Omens that has been like doing pretty well on like Amazon, you know. But no, I think like since everyone can like remove art from the artist when it comes to like Lovecraft, not to defend Lovecraft, he was a piece of shit and like a racist and a xenophobe and everything like that. But no, honestly, I think that compared to other people, like since he's dead too, like like his racism does not like affect like his work to the same extent as other people. So yeah. And if you ever want to read any like good short stories from Lovecraft, The Lurking Fear is a good one. The Shadow over Innsmouth, and The Case of Charles Dexter Ward, Dagon, and The Moonbog, also a good one too. And Beyond the Wall of Sleep, that's a good one too. The Call of Cthulhu is not listed in this, but you can easily find like small collection things like this one, like Waking Up Screaming, and like find the Call of Cthulhu. So yeah. And just to be clear too, when it comes to like what on earth? Ooh. We'll take that guy out in just a sec. And when it comes to like offers such as like Neil Gaiman and like J.K. Rowling and all those other people that have created really good stuff, but not exactly great people either. Like once those people are gone, I think then that we can like examine those stories and like their work without like feeling icky. But you know, everyone has like their own views on it, and that's how I'll view it. That's how I perceive it. And I hope you guys understand at least a little bit where I come from when it comes to that. You know? American Gods, definitely check it out. I need to get some sleep actually when I get up here. That was a fun little book talk. Actually, I enjoy talking about books and also just like, I don't know, I don't really get the chance to really talk about them at length. But you know. Is there any books on your guys' list that you want to read? Or like a comic book or a manga or graphic novel, just anything like that. Alright, let me just go, yeah, let me just go. Ooh. Alright. Okay, there we go. Oh, what book? Or graphic novel, comic, you know, all that stuff. Any kind of reading material is completely fine to chat about. Ooh. On my wish list is physics mixed into cool, dude. That's awesome. I'll have to look into that. That sounds pretty interesting. Nice. What else? Let me think. Ooh, you know, I do want to pick up like a copy of Phantom of the Opera from Gaston Leroux. I want to like get like a copy of that book actually. I've been loving Phantom of the Opera lately, and I don't know. It's great. I really enjoyed not just the 1925 version of Phantom of the Opera, and it is a really great movie. You can watch it on Tubi if you want. But no, I've also watched like I've also watched a re-upload of the musical Phantom of the Opera. And I really enjoyed that too, actually. Speaking of Phantom of the Opera, when it comes to like Halloween and like my like Halloween like stream event thing, I don't know, maybe I might be Phantom of the Opera. You know what? I'm gonna actually try to do some like opera singing. So I'm sorry, guys. Here, let me just stand back a little bit. Here, let me fix that. Okay, give me a sec. Phantom of the Opera. What I'm trying to say is that I'm gonna be Phantom of the Opera for Halloween and for my Halloween stream. How did my opera voice sound? How did that sound compared to
This voice.
Well, actually, you know, I kind of did like a really good like uh opera voice this one time, and I really like shocked my sister when I did it. Phantom of the Opera. Okay. Immediately, that like turns someone off of the stream. Oh dear. Oh no. That's completely fine. You tune into a stream hearing about gamer stuff or whatever, then you hear a person just singing in an opera voice. Yeah, what did you got? What did you turn into? Oh, you know, I was like looking through the web, and then I found this one person, and they started singing an opera for some reason. I don't know, man. That kind of stuff's super funny to me. Super, super funny. But anywho, yeah, I'm gonna probably look into getting Phantom of the Opera in book form and reading it, and I'll give you guys like an actual like perspective on on that uh, on that book. All right. All right. All right. We're almost done with this part. A part of me just thinks like I don't know. Do you think I should continue like this half of the project, or do you think I should like start a half of it and then like continue on some other time when it comes to this project specifically? It's your guys' choice because I don't want to bore you guys with me like you know doing this project the majority of the stream itself. All right. All right. There we go. Uh-oh. Look how beautiful this looks, actually. It's incredible. By the way, again, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, and I hope that you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend in case I did not say that. Uh-oh. All right. By the way, again, I will be playing, what's that called? Man Eater on June 20th, next month. So if you want to tune in on that day, I would definitely appreciate it. We're going to have a good old time chomping down and, yeah, all that fun stuff. Excuse me. All right. We'll make it like that. Ooh, okay. We're going to try to spread it out this way. But look how much, like, how well we did this, actually. Very happy on how it turned out. But again, like, we will be playing Man Eater next month. Next month will be Man Eater, and it'll be really fun. On June 20th. To celebrate the 51st anniversary of Jaws. So, yeah. And then after, like, that'll be the next story game, since we did finish Ancient Gods Part 2. And now I'm done with the Doom series until I can upgrade. So, yeah. Until next time. Alright. So, alright. I walk through one. Alright. Awesome. Alright, let's go get some sleep, and then we'll go and get some more water. You know, I actually might put some fencing here, because this just feels dangerous. We'll probably end the stream in like another hour. So, yeah, we'll probably do like the rest tomorrow. Alright. Here, let me just go do this. There we go. Oh, yeah. Here, let's go feed some of these guys, actually. After I make some food. Alright. By the way, we got 5 diamonds we did a bit ago, actually, and I'm very happy about it. Alright, let's breed some sniffers. If we can find some. Usually there's like several sniffers. Oh, let's check if this guy's... Yeah, here he is. That's a pet of mine. Which, by the way, if you have a cool name, let me know. I don't have a special name for the Nautilus, but, you know. Come on. Come on. Don't fall in the hole. Good. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Oh, look, there's some more. Perfect. Oh, look, there's two big ones over here. All right. Oh, look, there's another one. Come on. Okay, we got another one. Oh, hey, actually, here. Let's get these guys doing it. Come on. Apparently, it also attracts chickens. What? What? Ah, crap. I wasted... Okay, I did. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Got 3 of them. Alright, let's just eat. I don't need this. Alright. Oh, look. It's the 2 from earlier. Well, the 1 from earlier. Good, good. Come on. Good. There. There. We're going to have a lot more of these guys wandering around. Alright. Put that right here. Oh, look! We got another one! Okay, cool. Alright, we're going to get a lot more water, and then when we finish up that part of the project, then we'll pick up the rest tomorrow. There we go. Let me just put this right here. You put this right here. Wow, okay. We still have enough for other ones, but that'll be okay. We'll still have some open space in case I need to pick up anything. Alright. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Ooh. Also, I will be back after Canada. I will be streaming again on Monday. A little bit later, I'll be back again on Monday. Actually, maybe Monday afternoon. We'll see. But no, this will tomorrow will be another stream, and then I will be in Canada, and that will be uploaded. Well, tomorrow's stream will be immediately uploaded afterwards, or maybe when I get back. Probably the latter. Probably when I get back. All right. We should also do the same for over here. Just to help with, like, the process of, like, making sure it is all complete. Alright. Alright. Okay. Thank goodness for the fan. The fan has been really very much a help. It was a lot warmer. I don't really do well in the heat, so that's why I keep on, like, I like it cool. Nice and cool. Alright. Alright. This is going to look amazing when it's done. Oop, okay. Actually, you know what? This actually... Well, actually, no. I was going to say that this part might be done by tonight, but... I don't know. Probably not. Probably be done by next... By tomorrow, yeah. Come on. There we go. Here, see? Look at that. So when we get more water, we'll try to, like, start half of this to make sure that the water isn't like this, and it can be like this, you know what I mean? Nice and calm. That will be, like, the plan. And then this whole thing will be filled in. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. The plan of operation. Alright. And let's just check if there's any monsters down here. That was a terrible idea. All right. Actually, here, let's get some sleep. All right. Let's go. Okay. That's the plan. We're going to fill that whole thing tonight. Well, no, not tonight. Hopefully by tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Fortunately, we won't run out of any water here. You know what I actually learned? I actually learned it from Smiling Friends. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's crazy. But apparently, like, the world can run out of helium. We're not due to, like, run out of any helium yet, but it's not a renewable resource, actually. I had assumed, like, oh, it's always going to be there. But no, helium is a non-renewable resource. When we run out of helium, it's gone. So, I don't know, it's interesting, actually. Sometimes when you hear something, you're like, oh, that's not true. But then when you actually look it up, then you're like, oh, shoot. Yeah. Sometimes, like, movies and TV shows will, like, over-exaggerate something just because, you know, it has to, like, you know, get you to be saying, wow, that's crazy. Like, sometimes you have to suspend your belief, but then you'll be like, oh, that's crazy. Like, when you have, like, some, like, real-world things like that. When it comes to, like, the amount of helium in the world and that, you know, it's a non-renewable resource and can, like, run out eventually at some point. So, yeah. You can learn things from films. Sometimes moral lessons, sometimes just, like, life lessons. But then, like, you know, aspects of the real world. There's probably someone who learned something from Fight Club. Out there, yeah. Probably. Honestly, I think Fight Club is an okay movie. Have any of you guys seen Fight Club? Or at least, like, films like Pulp Fiction? I thought Pulp Fiction was a good movie, actually. Alright. And I believe that movie is by Quentin Tarantino. He's a great director. There's a lot of great directors out there. Like, there's this one movie that I recently have been, like, fascinated by a little bit. And I actually have a little figure of a character from that movie, but let me go grab it, actually. Alright. This is one of the characters. This is a newscaster from the movie They Live. Maybe you can see him. I'm not sure. But he looks super sick. Yeah. in that movie, there's like aliens that have like taken over the world to a capacity, and like all like the people that are like rich and powerful and just people in authority are actually like aliens in disguise. And when you wear this certain glasses, you can actually see the aliens. But also, like, it's interesting in that film too. Like, how do you say? Like on like pieces of money, it will say like obey, or I am your god, or like no imagination, whatever. Like it's pretty cool, and an interesting concept when it comes to like a movie. Again, if you haven't watched that movie, it's a good movie. And on well, if also you haven't heard of John Carpenter, the director, you have like heard of The Thing. The Thing is a horror sci-fi movie, and it has a lot of energy that would be described as like Lovecraftian. So, yeah. There we go. All right. There we go. We got the pool going. Speaking of the pool, I can't wait till my we're actually getting two pools actually. Local pools, and I cannot wait to go swimming. It'll be really fun. And you know, I decided to actually get my next tattoo probably sometime next month actually. I'll think about it. Maybe on the 10th of June, maybe, sure. And then I'll get another one in August. And then I'll get another one in October. And the October one is going to be vampire related, since I love vampires. Wait a minute. What was I here to do? Not chew bubblegum and kick ass. Sorry. That's a reference from the movie. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Alright, let me just go over here and get some water. Alright. Boom! Into the drink. Alright. Alright, there we go. And yes, if you are wondering what the shirt is, it's Dying Fetus. I got this at a show. And by the way, Dying Fetus is sick. I love that band. It's really good. It's brutal death metal. And that was honestly the most intense show I've ever been to. That was the first place I ever staged dived. like people would get on the stage and like mosh on the stage and then like jump back into the crowd. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. Then I decided to get on the stage. I moshed, you know, like I banged my head real hard and just like tried to do two-step. And then I had jumped into the crowd, and having people hold you was super sick. Like I can't sit here and say, "Oh, it was terrible." No, it was super cool. Like I had these people holding me, and it was like super cool. And then they put me down, and man, that was super cool. I did a lot of things when I saw Dying Fetus. What did I do? Well, I did that, and then like they had a giant circle pit in this giant like space, and then I started like running around, and then like kind of like a yeet in like a demon possession movie or whatever. Like someone had pushed me, and then like the board like the entire like space was slippery with beer and everything, and then I was like, and then like it had like got was like being slip like sliding on the ground. People got me up naturally because it is, you know, like that's one of the rules if you're moshing or anything. If anyone falls down, you gotta pick them back up. But anywho, um, what else? Oh yeah, no, that mosh pit was insane, super insane. Um, I did talk about before how like there was an overweight guy who jumped jumped on me. Like I had turned to what like was trying to like push him, but then he jumped on me and he crushed me. He crushed me. Like I never like I'm gonna try to compare it to a squat because that's what it looked like. He jumped on me, and then he like made me like, you know, I was crushed basically. I was that was probably the most insane experience I've ever had. After the show, I was like tired because I literally got bruises actually. I actually got bruises right here where the Anubis tattoo is actually, and then I had some on my leg, and yeah, no, I was in pain, but I loved it though. It was such a wild experience, and I don't regret it at all. I just had a great time. If any of you like ever like was in a mosh pit or something, my first time was when I saw Pierce the Veil. That was like the first time I ever had been in a mosh pit. I did not know how to do nor anything like that when I went to my very first show. But after my very first like show, and then I learned more about mosh pits. That's when I became more adjusted to be like able to go into a mosh pit, you know, and actually like do well. And I have fun. I have fun in mosh pits. So, yeah. And honestly, like, maybe some people find this embarrassing, but I don't really care if people find it embarrassing because I don't see it as embarrassing at all. But I actually will listen to hardcore music, and I'll actually like in my living space downstairs where there's like giant space, I will actually mosh to it. And like again, like some people may think that's like embarrassing or anything, but no, it's like a form of workout for me because because it is a workout. Like if you ever see like a person do like a two-step or anything, like there's a lot of there's a lot of things that go into it actually when it comes to like two-step. Yeah. Good stuff. You know what? Here. Hmm. Wow. All right. I think that will be it for tonight. So I'll probably go back home and just talk for the remainder of the stream. So yeah, that'll be it. But look how beautiful this looks. I'm really happy about it. All right. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need some like things to make. I just need a fence. I need this because that's a safety hazard. Oh. All right. Before I go, let me just do this. Tomorrow we'll pick up the rest. So, give me a sec. There we go. Awesome. Well, anywho, thank you guys very much for joining the stream. I had a great time with you guys. All right. Yeah. Well, let me think. Again, I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. If you are watching this over on YouTube, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join us here on Twitch. And hope you have a great day, night, wherever you are in the world or whenever you're watching this, over on YouTube and temporarily here on Twitch. Also, stay happy and healthy and everything in between. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So, yeah. Take care, guys. See you. Whoop. All right. Now, see ya. See ya.